Welcome to the Not a Lonely Coffee Break podcast. We are your host. I'm Maddie.
And I'm Meaghan. We're a podcast about coffee and work, but make it queer.
So, Meaghan.
Yes, Maddie.
This is technically our holiday episode because, and we're going to go ahead and say this now, listeners, Meaghan and I are actually going to take a little holiday break. And so we will only be releasing one episode this month, and then we will return on January 8th. So, maybe you can use that time to catch up on any episodes you might have missed, or just eagerly anticipate the next episode when we drop it on January 8th.
I mean, honestly, I think you should all listen to it again and leave us comments and send us emails and whatever else that might look.
I know. So Spotify Wrapped has just came out, and of course, my Spotify listens definitely showed that I was gay.
It just said gay.
Yeah, I think it was a good mix. It honestly was a decent mix because I do listen to a variety, but Fletcher was my number one. And then, of course, Taylor Swift was number two.
I used the YouTube. And I have this one song it's like 4 songs that I've apparently replayed like 10 hours this year.
Spotify would have told you that. It's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
It tells you like all these things that honestly, in some cases you're like, oh my gosh, I listened to Spotify that often. But no, so my list was number 1 was Fletcher. Shout out to all my Fletcher fans. Number 2 was Taylor Swift. 3 was actually Shakira, because I am a Shakira fan. I love her. And her new record is just like, oh my gosh. Awesome.
Is it good? I'll have to listen to it.
It's really good. I felt like it went back to some of her older vibes that I really liked. I don't know. I really liked it. It's good. Number 4 for me was G Flip. And then rounding out my 5th spot is the OG fave, Tegan and Sarah. But interesting, so my wife listens to podcasts like regularly on Spotify. So she even got like a podcast list, and we were not on the list. And I was
what
like,
the heck?
What? And she goes, you'll only have 12 episodes so far.
So?
And so we have, so Meaghan, our goal for next year's Spotify Wrap needs to be that we better start showing up on some people's top list.
Legit. I would be so excited.
That's like a goal we can aspire to.
I like that goal. Fantastic. New Year's resolution, and be on everyone's top podcast. Be
on Spotify Wrap.
I want you to stalk me, but in a nice electronic way.
But yeah, also, this is kind of in the similar path. Speaking of queer, besides my Spotify Wrapped list, another queer artist, Hayley Kiyoko, this week, it was just announced that her big hit / book called Girls Like Girls is now going to be a feature film.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's really exciting and cool.
That is cool.
I guess any OG Hayley Kiyoko fans might remember when she released that song, it was kind of like her way of coming out publicly. And the music video showed kind of that depiction of girls liking girls. And then she recently released a book where she kind of gave personalities to the characters from the song. And now it's going to be a movie. So that's cool
really
and exciting.
Cool. Yeah. I want to be that creative one of these days. For now, I'll just talk on a podcast.
Yeah, we're creative in different kinds of ways.
Yes, that's fine. I got to be nice to myself. It's the end of the year. Well, that's pretty awesome. I mean, yeah. I don't have a top podcast, to be honest. I don't really. I've been trying to finish a series, the Wheel of Time series. I'm on like book, I don't know, 11 of 14. So it's been quite a ride. That's where most of my free time goes to, if I'm going to be listening to stuff. Or apparently that song I listened to for 10 hours this year. So
what song is it?
It's called Interbloom by Rufus Del Sol. It's like kind of like housey, techno-y. I
Okay.
don't know. It's very chill, vibey. I don't
So
know. I just heard it.
is it a song that like you just have playing in the background?
Yeah, I like to just listen to music while I'm like cleaning or
Okay.
doing random stuff, working. I'll listen to music, driving. I listen to a lot of music
Mm-hmm.
and I listen to all genres, so it's all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
But I was really surprised when I found out I listened to that album for 10 hours because there's only like 3 songs I like on the album. So really,
Well,
I need to
apparently
probably
you
move
like
on.
it more than you thought you did. 10
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah. It's
Um, but so before we started, you were telling me though something cool, and I want to learn more about it. You were telling me that you guys were doing like 3D printing or something.
Yeah. So we're a 3D printing household. Our old 3D printer broke. We need to fix it. So if you guys watch on YouTube, there's a new 3D printer behind me. And it's very nice. I love it. It's like climate controlled. It has a feature where it has a webcam in there and I can just watch my little prints get printed. But there's a lot of 3D printers out there that print a lot of miniatures and do like hobby and craft stuff. No, I
Mm-hmm.
print out random things. Like my goal is to like make Christmas gifts this year. So I made this little Mulan
Oh,
comb
that's so
and
cute.
I'm gonna paint it and put a finish on it and then give it as a gift to one of my sisters. She's not listening, so it's fine.
I was gonna say, is it the sister that is a frequent listener because you just spoiled her
Yeah,
gift?
no, it's fine. She probably knows it's coming. But yeah, that's my new crafting hobby is I'm going to start 3D printing stuff and I'm going to like finish it and paint them and give them as gifts probably. In my mind, I
I
would
love
like to make lots
that.
of money off of it, but you know,
That's creative. I like that.
yeah, so I'm trying to do more with my crafting. I used to paint a lot, so that's my New Year's resolution is to become more crafty again. We'll see how it goes.
Fun. I haven't quite settled on a New Year's resolution. I probably won't.
It's
I
just one
just,
more thing to add to the list, you know?
I know it's just one more thing. I always just hope that my new year is better than the last year, even if the last year was awesome,
Yeah.
But I like that. And I think it's important to make sure you are making time for those things that you enjoy doing or get back into them.
Yeah, I've definitely realized in the last few months that I've given up a lot of things that I used to like to do. Like I don't listen to audiobooks as much as I want to. I don't craft.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do things for myself. So I think that's I hate to call it New Year's resolution, right? Because then you're just giving yourself more pressure to do something. But it's a goal. It's a goal. I want to kind of tap into the things I've really kind of lost touch in. So
Yeah, I like that. I can support you in that journey.
okay, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm really excited for you.
Thanks.
Maybe you
If
can
you're
make
like,
the new mugs for the three.
that would be super cool. I didn't think about that. There is a specific filament that you can use to print out like foodware because you don't want it to melt, right? Because if it's melting, it's releasing chemicals
Right.
and stuff. It's not good for
Yeah, you
you.
probably have to put something special on it.
Yeah, and then but I could still finish it, and I think that's really why I want to get back into crafting and like doing sorts of things because I just feel like my brain is just fried from doing the day in day out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not happy anymore. So
Well, it gives you that kind of release.
and dopamine, like
Yeah.
the dopamine levels are low, very
And it's
low,
so much safer than
stagnant.
some of the other things out there that you could be doing.
That's true. I could be resorting to self-medicating. Yeah.
So, okay, so it's holiday season
Okay.
and I mean, even though it's still kind of early in December, I don't know. Christmas is very close. The
It's too
holidays are
close.
very close. I'm starting to see, I mean, I was even seeing it like right after Thanksgiving. Companies are already having their team holiday parties.
Mm.
And so I've been thinking, because like I've seen some that like the location will be like at a bar.
Okay.
What are our thoughts about that?
Well,
If
I'm not a good
you
person to
have,
ask.
well, it's like, I'm open to it, but it's like, if you have people on your team that you know are living like a sober life,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, what are your thoughts about making like a corporate holiday thing at a bar or a brewery?
Right. Most of my Christmas parties that I've been involved with for the last couple of years, um, are typically like in a restaurant or bar setting.
Mm-hmm.
Most recently, I'd say in the last year, I've had more team members that don't drink. So really, what I feel like we tend to do is we do choose like a restaurant setting, and then we'll have a couple drinks and eat and, have conversation and stuff. And then when it goes to level 2 and we're only drinking, usually by then we've already spent like an hour or two with each other. And then but I think as long as you share space where everyone can be professional, because obviously once you start drinking, if you start to overdrink, you're like, oh, I'm getting to the point that I'm gonna have to catch an Uber. You may not want to be around certain coworkers or
Right.
even like management. Like for me being in a leadership position now, I definitely probably wouldn't stick around as long as I used to. Just because at the same time, sometimes when people start to get a little loose, they want to talk about shop. And if they want to say positive or negative things about me, I don't have to be in the room.
Right. Well, and just as a leader, kind of it changes, I think, the dynamic.
Exactly. Yeah. So it is going to be a little different for me this year, because I am going to probably clock out a little bit, after a couple hours, just have dinner or do a Secret Santa. But I think as long as you're able to control yourself, because I have been in a room where we go out to a bar and one of your coworkers gets a little too loose, and it's an embarrassing for them too if you guys haven't known each other for a while or you're not close like that. So I'd say just drink responsibly, get an Uber. And I used to set alarms. So when I would go out with friends, and this was also a way for me to get home at a reasonable time, or when I would go out with coworkers, I would say, okay, it's 7 o'clock now. I'm setting an alarm for 9 so I can get the heck out of here by 9:30. So I'm not lingering too long. I'm not over drinking with people I shouldn't be drinking with, and just not putting myself in a weird position. So I'll probably do something like that this year.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I think, I've been in a variety of settings, but usually it is at like some sort of restaurant. I know when I've worked maybe for like a bigger type of organization and there were just too many of us to do at a restaurant, we booked like just a space, and then the leadership team, we all signed up for like different, like the big boss was in charge of like the meat that we had that night. I think he got like, I don't know, like I want to say it was barbecue of some kind, but I could be mistaken on that. And then the leadership team, we each kind of brought a different side, and that was for everyone. And then it was kind of a bring your own beverage setup. And I felt like it was like an inclusive way to be like, if you would like to drink, we are allowing that. But if you don't want to drink or you don't engage in that, there's going to be other options as well.
Right.
And I thought that was good. And then other times when it's been like that restaurant setting, in terms of like the official party, they limit it to like everyone just gets 2 drink tickets.
Yeah.
And then anything else is on you, or you have to wait until the party
is over. Yeah. No, and I think that's the smarter way to do it too, because one, it should put some self-control on everybody to know that, hey, you are still with professionals around you. Like you're going to have to work with these people on Monday. So, Yeah, putting yourself in a more neutral zone. And for those that are
Mm-hmm.
like in a more relaxed, or maybe you guys have been with each other or working with each other for a long time, it's always different. But if you're in a setting that you're like, you know what, I've only been working with them for about a year or maybe 6 or 8 months, you don't want to put
Mm-hmm.
yourself in a position that you're like, not, you don't want to
Mm-hmm.
have them think differently of you, right? Unfortunately,
Right.
for um, the community and our community, we do have to put up that front sometimes. We have to mask
Mm-hmm.
and maybe not show our true selves. And that's why I set my alarm. Got to get out
Yeah.
of here by 9:30.
Yeah. No, for sure. But I think holiday parties are important to the workplace. I think especially if it's been a stressful year or there's been a lot going on, even like just a lot of changes or anything like that. I think it's a
Mhm.
it's a great way to help boost morale, especially if there's that built-in thing where it's like a holiday party and we also appreciate you as our employees.
Right.
Like even when I worked at a retail job in high school and like early college, we had a holiday party and they like cleaned out the warehouse and did like folding tables and set them up real cute or whatever.
Mhm.
Honestly, I'm not going to say what store it was, but they used as like decor, they used stuff that was like damaged out stuff that we weren't selling anyway, and they would like put a little tea candle in it or something. And it worked. It was cute. And then they like, I don't know, they ordered like Rosa's Cafe or something.
Uh-huh.
And then they did like a raffle, and every employee that night went home with something from the
That's so
raffle.
cool.
And it was stuff again like from the store
Mhm.
that had been damaged out, but it was still usable. So like I actually went home with a cooler.
Wow.
That gives you a
That's not a
kind
bad
of
gift.
a clue of what kind of store it was.
Right.
But it had like there was like a dent in it or something. But everybody went home with something that night and we felt appreciated. And
That's pretty awesome.
it was just a fun time where we all got to like hang out and eat some tacos.
Yeah, our Secret Santa party is coming up in the next 2 weeks, and I have nothing planned. And I'm the person that is supposed to plan it. That's a good idea. Get some raffles out, make everyone feel super appreciated. Maybe I'll 3D print them something.
Oh yes, do it.
There's also all sorts of little things. We
I would
could also
appreciate it.
okay for that holiday party. There's no alarm set. You know what I'm saying? I'm there till the morning. No, I'll be sure to think of you when I'm 15. Yes. I have some ideas already just thinking. Anyways, I don't want to give it away.
No, I think I like the opportunity to appreciate your coworkers, if you're in leadership, appreciating your staff. And I've been in like multiple positions, and so I always try to get like a little something
Mhm.
just to show I value you and all of your hard work this year.
So
Listeners, feel free to pop in the chat in the comment box your ideas for holiday appreciation in the workplace and what that looks like.
I'd like to know that. Yeah.
Megan
Everyone.
needs some ideas.
Yeah. Yeah. Inexpensive ones, please. So since we're at the midway point of our first season of our
Oh my
podcast,
gosh, we
like, oh, no,
are
weird season. Are we going to do multiple
midway.
seasons? I don't know.
Yes,
Yes, we're going to be here
we're
forever.
never stopping.
Yeah. Tune us on AM 1437. We'll be on AM radio. What has been your favorite part about becoming a podcaster?
I think my favorite part, honestly, has been getting to explore a little bit more of the technical stuff that I was a little nervous about because I did not really have a lot of experience with that.
Mm-hmm.
Megan can even attest to that when we worked together. One of our projects was actually video recording, and I would record the videos. And it was like I feel like it was like hours of
it
recording.
was it was a
And then
lot of hours.
because I didn't really know how to edit the videos, I would send them to Meaghan for her to edit and just be like, here, fix this.
I thought I got pretty good.
You got really, yeah, you did awesome. It turned out awesome.
Apply to the Weather Channel or something.
But then when we started doing this, I sort of took more of that role on, and I've really enjoyed it. For anyone who didn't know, I do the editing of our episodes.
Yeah, Meaghan does not have time.
And so I am the official video editor. I do have a lot of help with the software we use, but I feel like I slowly have gotten a little bit better at it. And I don't know, I've just really enjoyed that kind of aspect of it and learning as we go, honestly, has been really fun.
Yeah. You know, one of my favorite things is I am really happy that I get to chit chat with one of my good friends once every couple weeks.
Too.
Because it's nice.
I want to change my answer now.
Gotcha. No.
I changed my answer to being with you.
Ditto. No, because if you think about it, it just gives us some pause to reflect, to think, because there's a lot of times I get on this show and I'm stressed. I got things going on. I got work. I got stuff I'm behind on. I need to do my dishes, whatever it might be. And I get on here and I feel so much better. So hopefully y'all get to feel better too. And if you don't, vent to me in the comments and I will be on your side. But
no, I agree with that for sure.
It feels good, and I think also I really just enjoy, having our listeners chat, hoping that we are giving some resources or guidance or someone to know that they're not alone in their frustration with a couple of things. So I think that's been pretty rewarding at the half point.
I think we've had really great conversations so far, and we've had awesome guests too.
I've really loved all
our guests.
Shout out
to all of our guests.
Yeah.
They've been amazing.
We couldn't have done it without y'all. Yeah.
I know. They've just been fantastic. We are looking forward to bringing on more guests. What are your holiday plans? Are you going to see family, friends?
No, I did my holiday family stuff for Thanksgiving because I had a long weekend, but I will be home for the holiday. Basically, I only get one day off. It's Christmas Day. So we'll be off that day. So I'm probably just going to I usually do like a smoked turkey legs. And so I'll probably do that and eat all day. But that's it. Really just get ready for the new year. It's kind of like rip this Band-Aid off. I don't want to, it just feels like this slow burn. So I'm just ready
I like to have a more chill. I like to have a more chill Christmas Day, just because that's what I'm used to. We usually do Christmas Eve, though, at my wife's family's house. And, it's a whole thing with all the food, lots of people there, way too many desserts. And then Christmas Day is just me and her, which I like.
Exciting.
We also, our anniversary was the week of Thanksgiving.
Well, happy anniversary.
We got a couples massage.
Ooh, how was that? I've never done it before.
I'm one of those. So that it was only my second time ever getting a massage.
Oh, really?
It was my first time doing a couples massage. Second time ever doing a massage. I've just always, I don't know. I get
just
nervous.
The idea. Yeah.
Just the idea.
Someone touching you.
Yeah. But it was really nice. This place, they asked you what kind of pressure you wanted. And afterward, I was like, so I told my person I wanted medium pressure. And afterwards, I told my wife, I was like, if that was medium pressure, I don't want to know what deep pressure was.
Well, you told her. You could have told her to let up.
That was intense. And that's what my wife was like. I think they probably just do it as hard as possible until you say something.
Yeah, I think so. There have been times I've gotten out of a massage, and I feel like I had seriously run miles. My body was so sore.
Yeah, we were sore the next 2 days, really. And then when I actually started feeling better was one night I tossed and turned in my sleep and rolled over, and my back popped in like 5 different spots. And I was like, oh my God, I feel so much better.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, so we scheduled actually another massage for
Okay.
the holiday break.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, it is. I guess that's kind of our New Year's goal. We're gonna try to do more massages because we both found it refreshing,
It is
and
nice, yeah.
it really does, I think, help release some stress because our bodies, we don't just carry it mentally, like we carry it physically as well. And so there were even a couple of times like I felt my massage person, what do you call it? My masseuse.
Masseuse. Uh-huh.
Like I felt her really like trying to work out like knots, and I was like, ooh, that's my stress.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's been comfortable there for so long. Get it out.
Yeah. Now I'm thinking, oh, okay, I might have to book one. We'll see.
Yeah, we found a cute little place by our house. It was really relaxing.
That's awesome. Considering, I mean, especially if you guys have been so busy with like work and everything, it's always good to spend some quality time with each other.
Yeah. Yeah. So we did that on our anniversary, and then I made a nice dinner.
How sweet of you. I would have take out, baby.
Well, we had talked about that. We had talked about going someplace nice, and we just decided this year that to save money, we were just gonna stay in.
That's smart.
And so I made us a nice dinner, and we had bought like a nice little bottle of champagne, and so it was a nice little night in.
That's good
for us. Well, I have finished my cup of coffee. I noticed, Meaghan, that you have a precious cup.
Yeah, so it was a gift from my sister. You know who you are. I have multiple. I have 2 sisters. But yeah, she gave this. She was like, "Oh, I was thinking of you." I think her and her daughter picked it out. It's in my water cup for the last week.
Shout out to Meaghan's sister. We both love you.
Yes, love you.
Yes.
But so yeah, that's my cup for today. Maybe for the next time too. I don't know. I find it really just big. I can just fill it as much as I want.
Yeah, no, it's cute. I like it. But we have finished. So that is our cue to wrap up. Thank you all for listening and continuing to join us for coffee break, for your after work drive home, whenever you listen to us. Thanks for listening and joining us. We can't do it without you. So keep
Absolutely
listening.
not.
Make sure that you hit that subscribe button on whatever platform you are listening to us on, whether it is Spotify, YouTube, Apple, or any of the other ones that you might have found us on. And then also make sure that you connect with us on social media because we love being connected to you all and engaging with you.
We want to hear from you. Leave us a comment, send us a message, an email, whatever you want to do. But we want to hear from y'all. Give us something to do over the break. It will also give us some ideas into the new year. If you're changing jobs, if you're sticking with the one you got, let us know what's going on. How can we help you? And maybe we can get someone on here and we can talk it out.
And if you are someone that is in need of a community during the holiday season, please look no further than Meaghan and I. You are welcome to be a part of our community, to message us, chat with us.
Funny.
Well, we think we're funny.
I am funny, okay?
I am funny. We are funny.
I mean, you guys aren't alone.
Absolutely. Thanks again for another great episode. And a reminder, we will be on a brief hiatus during the holidays, but we will return on January the 8th with a brand new episode for you all. So we look forward to chatting with you then. Until next time, cheers, queer.